Hello and welcome to another episode of LowEndBox TV. In this episode, we're going to show you how to get WordPress up and running in only 3 commands on your Linux VM. Now, I don't mean that we're going to show you how to download WordPress in 3 commands. I mean, we're going to go from nothing, no web server, no database, nothing, all the way to having WordPress up and running in only 3 commands. Right now I'm logged into a Debian 10.1 box. This is a brand new VPS. I have not done a single thing to this yet. I'm going to do a couple preparatory steps, and you can count these as commands if you want, but really these are things that you would typically be doing anyway. I'm going to do an apt-get update just to update Debian's repos, and then I do have to install one package. So if you want to count that one, then I guess it's 4 commands, but this is a pretty common package that a lot of people just routinely install. That's curl. So let's go ahead and install curl. And that's simply so we can download this script that we're going to use from the Docker project. So as you have now guessed, we're going to be using Docker to do a lot of the heavy lifting here for us. Come on, curl. Let's get you installed here, and then we'll be ready to go. Alright, so curl is now installed and set up, so I'm going to type curl-L, and the L simply means follow all redirects, and we're going to go to https getdocker.com, and then we're going to save what we get from that in a script called getdocker.sh. So this is our first official command that we're typing. Great, so we've got that. Now, I want to run that script. I have a couple ways to do that. I could certainly do a chmod +x get docker, or I could do a chmod 755 get docker, but I'm trying to keep it to as few commands as possible here, so we're just going to say sh get docker. Well, that means run this in a shell. Now, this is a script that the Docker project provides, and let's just walk through here briefly what it's going to do. It's going to do an apt-get update, which we've already done, so there's not much work for it to do. And then it's going to do an install of a few packages there, including curl, ironically. And then it will go and grab, it'll add the, this is the package add. This is the adding in the docker.com GNU Privacy Guard key. And then it's going to actually go and update the repo list and install, went by pretty fast there at the end, and install Docker CE. And that's really all there is to it. Now we've got the Docker engine installed and running, and so my next move is to fire up WordPress. So I'm going to use the Docker command line tool, Docker container run. You can think of that as kind of the action verb. This is what we're going to do. That's the command we're giving to Docker. So Docker container run, detach, and that means run it in the background, and publish 80 to 80. That means that the container is going to expose port 80, and it's going to, and we're saying take the container's port 80 and remap that to our VM's port 80. So anything that comes into port 80, like for example from my home PC, if I'm connecting over with my browser to this VM, it's going to route that to port 80 on this container. Let's set the host name to www.lowend.party. And here's the final piece, and that is tell Docker what image we want to run. And it's going to be the WordPress image. Now you'll see I have not downloaded the WordPress image or anything like that on this machine, so it's going to go out to the Docker hub, grab it, and go. So let's get that going. It says unable to find it locally, and so now it's going out and it's extracting it and pulling it down from the Docker hub. And there's a whole list of things it's getting here, and these are all pieces of that image. Now this will take a moment. It's pretty fast network here, but it's going to take a moment for it to run and pull everything down, extract it, and get all the pieces installed. Now if you're not familiar with Docker, I'm going to include some links below. You can read up on kind of what Docker is and how it works, but essentially that's it. So just to refresh, remember we ran curl, we ran sh to run the script that we had downloaded via curl, and we've run one Docker command, and now we have WordPress up and running. So let's go Docker ps. You can see that is the Docker container that's running. And obviously under the image, it's the WordPress image. And interestingly enough, if we do a PSEF, we'll see some commands like Apache's running here, and that is inside the container, but that is Apache running on our system. Now let's switch over to our web browser and just verify that WordPress is up and running. Before we continue, I'd like to highlight one of our community advertisers. ServerMania provides a wide range of hosting services, including dedicated servers, cloud servers, hybrid servers, 10 gigabit per second unmetered servers, co-location, cloud backup, and more. They have specialized solutions for media streaming, game servers, storage servers, and many other needs. They're a Canadian company whose slogan is Hosting Empowered, and they offer services in 8 state-of-the-art data centers across North America, Europe, and New Zealand. If you're looking for hosting, check out ServerMania's offers on LowEndTalk and LowEndBox, or visit them at servermania.com. All right, here I am on my home PC. I'm running the Chrome browser. I'm just going to type www.lowend.party. And look at that. There is the WordPress installer that was set up. Now, obviously, there's more things that you could do here in your Docker setup. You could run the certbot image if you wanted to set up Let's Encrypt. You could certainly write a script that goes through and does some of these configuration steps here. But as a quick, hey, I want to get WordPress up and running, this is the fastest method that I know of to get it done. Like I say, if you're not real familiar with Docker, it's an interesting technology. It's been out for quite a few years now, and it's seems to be growing every year in popularity. So I'll leave a few links in the description below where you can learn more about this. Now, I'd like to invite you to visit us at LowEndBox.com or LowEndTalk.com, where we have the best hosting deals in the industry, interesting technical content, thoughts from industry leaders, and very spirited discussions. So please stop by, and if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe for future content like this. Until next time, happy hosting.